see the blue one being more visible. Maybe some of you guys that own a 7-watt blue and a 1.2 watt green can give me your opinions, but I've used the online calculators before that say, I believe, that the 1.2 watt green is supposed to be brighter than this 7-watt blue. I'm just really not seeing it though. I think the blue still wins out. But anyways, I'm going to move on to the LPM test now with the Laser BA LPM. And test number 1 is peaking out at around 1,370 milliwatts, 1.37 watts. And that's from a cold start with a fully charged battery. Test number 2, setting around 1.26 watts, 1,260 milliwatts. Test number 3, very close, about 1,240 milliwatts or 1.24 watts. So all on par with that advertised power rating of 1.2 watts, even a little bit over. And I got similar tests too. I kept the test going, but I'm not going to show you guys 6 or 7 tests. But I did get similar results on subsequent tests. So as promised, here are some foggy room shots. This is what it looks like compared to that 100 milliwatt DPSS laser. And this 1.2 watt direct diode laser completely blows it out of the water in a foggy room. That beam is just a solid chunk. You can't see through that thing. You can't see any particles. That thing is just a solid chunk of a beam. Looks really good. I can't wait until I get a foggy night to test out this laser. As you guys saw the nighttime shots I did earlier, you could kind of see some particles flowing in the air. It wasn't as solid like it is now in the fog, so definitely looks really good. And I'm going to show you guys what it looks like compared to that 7-watt laser too. I'm going to have to be as careful as I can here not to burn my house down, so I did set up something for the lasers to point at so they're not causing any fires. And I don't know, I still say what I said earlier. I see the blue beam winning out in visibility. In my personal opinion, it still really looks more visible than the green one, even though the online calculator told me that the green one should be more visible. But it's just my opinion. I'm going to move on to now burning some things with this 1.2 watt laser. I have my focal point, which is very visible because I still have a bunch of fog in the room. Just going to light up some matches here. It instantly makes quick work of those matches. And I'm going to flip one around and see what we can do to the wooden side of the match, the side that does not have the little igniter. And after just a few seconds, I am able to light that side on fire as well. Next up, I have a little piece of paper here, and this is a sort of do not try this at home type of moment. I end up causing a little bit of a fire here on the paper. I didn't really notice how much it was on fire, and I let it probably ignite more than I should have, which is why I keep water on hand at all times. Next up is a small block of wood, just to show you guys that it can etch on a small block of wood, not necessarily light it on fire spontaneously, but do small etchings. And last up, a piece of black electric tape, which of course it just cuts through like butter. So this laser, I loved it. I loved it. It met my expectations. It was super bright. It was insane. It's just a complete lightsaber of a laser. And what's great about this one is you get all the visibility of the 7-watt blue without the insane dangerousness. I mean, this one's still very dangerous, but this one's not going to instantly burn down my home, whereas the blue one I am just genuinely afraid of. The 7-watt blue, I don't even like putting the batteries in that thing because that thing's just so powerful. For the duty cycle on this one, I found that on a completely cold start, it got very warm to the touch after about 90 seconds, and then the duty cycle that I was operating under was, after that initial 90 seconds, I would